I'd like to reiterate some things that people seem to have forgotten. Here's the thing. America is working against you. It's working against you. Like I said before, the 2001 Bush coup was a collision between big businesses and the CIA to solidify the control over the country, solidify the power, take away more rights, to make you subservient, to bring about this police state. This will give them unlimited power. This gave them unlimited power, military access, because they've been feuded with the Pentagon, and technology that allows them to take out targets that are usually economic threats. Not to mention create opportunities to line their pockets with cash in their private lives on the taxpayer's dollar, all while trying to bring about this police state that allows them to remain on top when the world becomes a global confederacy. That's what this is all about, and that's what it's always been about. Syria and Iran have a mutual defense pact, and that's to bring Iran into war. And they also secretly want to bring Russia into war to see what kind of metal they have, because they want Russia to be broken. They've been trying to do it for ages, because the Soviet Union's money almost became a threat. It almost became a threat. If they could have got enough nations to become commies, then those people would have started trading in Russian money instead of American dollars, and that would have broken the derivatives-controlled BS dollar. And once that happened, it would have been over. It's almost been over. What Gaddafi was trying to do, what the Eurozone was trying to do, was trying to break the dollar. That's why the Eurozone is suffering, because he was trying to break the dollar. Now, Obama is CIA, and he's expanding power of the government in typical fascist fashion. He's overtly tapping the internet, increasing phone tapping on land. That is to say, because for a long time they've been an offshore tapping phone numbers, tapping phones in international waters on naval ships. Anybody in the Navy who knows, they know I'm not lying. Well, they won't admit it. They'll probably talk shit. Like, oh, this guy's fucking stupid, but I'm telling the truth. And using technology to collect massive amounts of data, sort information, to spread disinformation, and to wrongfully convict people with an independent streak. The whole reason that they're bombarding the Middle East right now and have been bombing Africa for ages at will is to break the people. It's not about spreading freedom. It's not about spreading democracy. It's not about putting in puppets. It's partially about putting in puppets, but it's mostly about breaking the will of the people. They don't want some guy uprising and rising up. They want to indoctrinate and break your spirits by bombing you, by putting in idiots. And another reason why they support Wahhabis is because their affinity towards their religion over economics, over logistics, over education, puts them in a position of vulnerability. Basically, they want you to be stupid so that they can come in and take what they want from you, and then you're free to sit over there in the corner and pray with your butts up in the air, stinking up the road with falafel juice. So you'll never become a threat. That's why they're taking out all the secular governments. So they want these idiot, retard wackos in power over there, easy to control, in a chaotic situation while they raid the countries, bleed them dry, and break the will of the people so that they'll look at the white man as some super duper hero. The West is a hero. I want to be like them. That's why they're in Europe right now. They either act like nignogs, which is basically a weak and broken society, or they try to be white. That's your options. And that's why they're over here discrediting people affected by their machinations. And that's why they're trying to make more transparent the totalitarianism that's been brewing in America and the West for a long time, under this blatant illusion of democracy and rights. that they've been taken away. And then you have to factor in the fact that there's a ton of shadow wars that have been going on, just like in the Reagan era. They want to stop any economic threat. That's all it is. Any economic threat. They're in Brazil right now trying to do it. That's why America refused to buy ethanol from Brazil and grow it themselves. That way, they're not helping fuel another potential threat, another potential currency coup, like the one that the Europeans were trying to do in collusion with Iran and Saddam. That's what they want. They want Iran's oil. They want a puppet in there that will trade in American dollars. See, Taliban and the psychopaths that live in Iraq, they'll fight alongside the terrorists in Syria and shoot American soldiers. Who cares? As long as Iraq trades their oil in dollars, America's fine. That's what everybody means when they say it's about the oil. It's about the oil trading in dollars. Saudi Arabia, in I believe the 70s, America went over there and had a talk with them. And they said, you trade in dollars or we're going to fuck you the fuck up. And they played ball. But they've over time become put in a position where America now needs them. And that's why, like I said in that old video, the Saudis have America by the balls. Because America has put itself in a position where it's dependent on all these other people. And that's why they're over here with the military in everybody's country. Because they're broke and they're desperate to hold on to the hegemony of the dollar. And as soon as they lose that hegemony, it's over. It's going to become a shit show of desperation. It's going to become a shit show of desperation. And nobody wants to think about this because it angers them. They know that it could happen in our lifetime. It could happen when we're old. And this place going to shit when we're old is a horrible thing to think about. I mean, because all your social programs will be gone. Probably civil wars will break out. Who knows? I mean, that's like the worst scenario. What most likely would happen is everybody just goes broke and you're on your own and you're old as fuck with no money in your bank. And you just have to struggle like a 25-year-old in your 80s. That's probably what's gonna happen. Because this happens to some people now, especially people who thought their pensions were protected. But yeah, this is. I think I'll make a part 2 of this. This has been more of a rant, but I think I'll try to streamline it in another video. I always say that, but I'll try to do that. But yeah.